If you're a small business owner and you are struggling with where to be, how to show up, what platform to be on, and not knowing what to do with your marketing, and it seems so overwhelming that it's making your head spin, you want to tune in to today's episode of ACC TV. I'm going to give you the ABC method of creating a marketing strategy that works, generating more customers, more leads, and more sales. I'm Elisa Connor, and I own Elisa Connor Consulting, and I create videos every single week that help small businesses simplify their marketing. Marketing doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. And what you really need it to do is generate more sales. So the tips and tricks that I share with you weekly are things you can implement right away and start seeing results with increased customers and increased sales and give you your time back. So let's dive into this week's episode. I am so tired of hearing how complicated strategy is, and you've got to make it. I think marketers sometimes make it complicated because they don't want you to know what they know. I don't understand that. But as a small business owner myself, when I figured out it doesn't have to be this complicated and I didn't have to spend this much time doing marketing and I could actually get back to doing my business, it has made such a big difference. And so I've shared this formula not only with my clients, but also with the students in my courses and other small business owners whenever I get the chance. So I created a formula called the ABCs of marketing, because how much simpler can marketing be besides your ABCs? So the A stands for attract. And what that means is that is the effort that you put out there to get your business, your marketing, and everything you create around your business in front of more eyeballs. And so that can be anything from running a paid advertisement. It can be showing up on a podcast as a guest. It can be writing a guest blog. It can be creating some kind of content. It could be posting on social media. It could be doing a Facebook Live. It could be any and all of those things. It could also be, paying for direct mail, things like that. So anything that's going to put your brand and your business in front of more customers is the attract mode. And so A is for attract. We're trying to attract more leads. And then the B is to build a relationship. Now, a lot of people want to skip this step. I got a message the other day. They're like, tell me a strategy that works. And so my immediate question back to them was, what actions are you taking to build a relationship with your customer? Because without action, you can't get traction. And so people just want this one size fits all mechanism for their business that's going to generate, millions and millions of dollars instantly. But that's not how business works. And if you're a small business owner, you probably know that it isn't instant. And the marketing gurus, some of the marketing gurus out there want you to believe that it is. You just turn on your YouTube channel and all of a sudden you're a millionaire. Well, the reality is you need a plan, and you've got to put your specific message in front of a specific group of people and get them to pay attention so that you can grab their attention, attract, and then you want to start to build a relationship. Now, if you've heard or seen any of my other videos, which I will link up here, you know that one of the best ways to build a relationship is through email marketing. And why is that? Well, because you have the opportunity to stay in front of your potential customers at will. Anytime you want to send them an email, you have the potential to put your newest piece of content in front of them, your newest video, your newest blog post, your newest promotion, any and all of those things. But if you are fighting the crowds on social media, it's a little bit harder to do that. You're at the mercy of Facebook, of YouTube, of people that are paying for advertising, people that are not paying for advertising that are in your same niche or environment, and you're competing with all of those things. Whereas if you have a captive audience, it's like standing in front of a group of people, a group of customers, and giving a presentation every single time you send an email. And when I say build a relationship, that doesn't mean selling to them every single time that they get an email from you. That's annoying. People unsubscribe for that. They don't want to be sold to. What they want is somebody to help them solve their problem. And so when you focus on building a relationship and going back and creating connection and asking questions and discovering what they want to learn and what they need help with, they are much more likely to move into the C stage, which is becoming a customer. And what is the great thing about becoming a customer is that, one, not only are they paying you for your expertise and your knowledge and your product and your service, but they are also more likely to purchase from you again. It is so much easier to keep a customer than to go out and get a new one. And even better, those happy customers, the ones that love what you do and love that you've helped them get results, are then more likely to go and share their experience with their friends, their family, on social media, anywhere that you can think of. And so instead of worrying about getting a bad review, instead focus on how you can get a good review and make your experience with your customer shareable and likable and something they want to that they want to tell other people about. So that's the simple marketing strategy. Attract new customers, build a relationship with them, and convert them into customers. So as you know, if you pay attention to these videos on a regular basis, I always add a bonus tip in here. So what is something that you could do to catapult one of those stages? So I'm not saying give up on social media. I'm not saying don't use social media. But if you're going to use social media, use it for what it was intended to be, social. And use it for the B stage of your marketing strategy, to build a relationship. So many times you see people on social media just talking at their audience instead of engaging them with questions, engaging them with a post that causes them to respond. And the other thing I see on social media is that you see so many people just selling their crap. Well, people don't want to be sold to all the time. They want to build relationships with people. Everybody craves connection. And so when you can use your social media as a building mechanism, you can move people from your social media platform into your email marketing and continue the relationship and the conversation there. Start the conversation on social media, move them to a platform that you control and you own, your email list, and then continue to build the relationship. Don't just automatically assume that they're going to purchase from you. They may, or you can have the attitude of, you may not buy from me now, but you'll buy from me eventually because you're the best in the business. So that's what I have for you today, the ABCs of strategy and of creating a marketing plan that works, as well as your bonus tip, which is get social on social media. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit like. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my upcoming videos. And if you've enjoyed this video, you may have a friend that does too. So please pass it on to them, and hopefully they can take the ABCs of marketing and implement it into their business so they see results too. In the meantime, be well, take care, and stay safe. I'll see you next week.